Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Loaf of Milk Podcast. I'm Kyle.
I'm Will.
I'm John.
I'm JT.
And I'm Brendan, the white boy of the week.
Yeah, we have a special guest today.
We have our Week 4 2025 White Boy of the Week, Episode 4 White Boy of the Week. Probably the only person that even knows he was ever White Boy of the Week, as we mentioned in our last episode. So we're very happy to have him here today.
Well, that one football announcer guy might know.
What, John Gruden?
He was never White Boy of the Week, Kyle.
Yes, he was, wasn't he?
No,
Nope.
he was
Oh my
comeback
God.
White Boy of the Week.
Oh,
He was comeback White Boy of the Year. Sorry.
Well, he might know about that then, considering he's, for whatever reason, following us.
It's because we're the best football podcast on the planet.
Mm-hmm.
You're right. I'm sorry.
We're the best
I didn't-
podcast network on the planet. We have 3 of the best podcasts that
Yeah, fuck you,
rotate
Joe
around
Rogan.
YouTube. Amen.
I agree. Fuck Joe Rogan.
Yeah, he's bald.
Yeah, and
So is
does
Kyle.
drugs. Well, I'm not bald. That's why I wear a hat everywhere I go. I'm actually bald.
You're an egg.
I do. Well, I am
Oh.
egg-shaped. This is true.
Anyway, we have Brendan here today. So he's going to be joining us. You know, we've had a few episodes of Vinny in the past. Our good friend Austin has been here on Milk the Clock a few times. Brendan and I were talking one day, and we were talking about him maybe being on the podcast one day, and finally came to fruition. We have a past White Boy of the Week on the pod now.
Let's go. We're moving up in the world. This is what this means.
Now we need to get the other ones on. I think we're going to have a problem with a few of them.
We can get Pope Francis.
I think it might be harder to get Pope Leo on the podcast than it would be to get Pope Francis. We can have an exorcism, get Pope Francis on the podcast.
We can just pray to God.
Just dig him up.
Where is
I
he
don't
buried?
think-
Is he
I don't
buried?
think the Vatican would allow us to desecrate a pope's grave.
Yeah, I don't think they would.
That's why we do it when they're not looking.
You think we're the first people to have that idea?
Yeah, I was about to say, you think we're the first people to ever attempt to even talk about trying?
Probably to have them on a podcast. Why did you take up the Pope? Because we needed him on the podcast.
It's probably the most
okay.
innocent reason, honestly.
Yeah.
How couldn't you ask for the alive pope?
He didn't want to make time, so he just grabbed the other one.
Just grab the other one. Is right.
Yeah. Also, by the way, for those wondering, yes, I am sick, but you know what? I still got here before Kyle did, so.
This is true. And fuck all of you. No, just
But one thing I wanted to talk about today. So in our first video that a majority of us did in person, we all went to Olive Garden. And we do this pretty much every time we all come home from college. I mean, most of us are graduating this year or already have graduated. So it's going to be, we can go more frequently now is what I'm hearing. Brendan, do you want to talk about how you and I first went to Olive Garden and then it just became a tradition that we just started adding more and more people to that group of people that go to Olive Garden every year?
Yeah, no, because me and my mom took you to Olive Garden, and because you never had the breadsticks. That's the entire reason we took. That's the entire reason we took them.
I never had a period. I'd never been there.
If you never had their breadsticks, there's a good bet you haven't been there at all, because the breadsticks are free.
And they're phenomenal.
they are really good.
True.
I would do lots of things for those breadsticks.
Yeah, me too.
What wouldn't you do for a breadstick? That might be a better question then.
But anyway, William and I and my mom were having a hilarious time. Basically, my mom ended up telling the two of us a story about how at a Rangers game, her sister beat the shit out of some guy who was
Oh my
harassing
God.
them.
Good on her.
But they knew the security guard on site, so this guy who lost a tooth got kicked out of the game and not her. And then William and I said, okay, so at the end of this semester, you and I got to go again. Then we invited Brian, and then John showed up very last minute.
Yeah.
But then the next time we did it, we invited Kyle, and then every other time that Kyle didn't come, we called him a bitch.
As per usual.
Yeah. Well, no, because I only was invited twice.
Other than the first two, you got invited every time. You only showed up twice.
Yeah, and the last time you went and tried flirting with the waiter, so.
Yeah. And I made an ass of myself in front of Brendan, but we'll ignore that.
You really did.
Yeah, I know.
Again, as per usual.
As per
Mhm.
usual.
I like Olive Garden. I like the tour of Italy. The tour of Italy. If you're going to Olive Garden for the first time, then the tour of Italy needs to be the first thing that you get. Because you get a lasagna, you get the fettuccine Alfredo, and you get a chicken parm. And it's phenomenal. It truly is a tour of Italy. Has anyone here been to Italy?
No.
I have not.
No.
I don't really think I've ever been outside the country, to be honest.
I haven't either.
I haven't been on that side of the world.
Where have you been, Kyle?
He's been everywhere on the world. He's Kyle. He's
He is the
everywhere.
world.
He's everything everywhere all at once.
Is that a fat joke?
Yes, it is.
The one guy that can't understand humor has to clarify, is that a fat joke?
No, I understood it. I just wanted to piss Kyle off.
It was good comedic timing. I'm proud of you for that.
It was very good.
Kyle, where outside the country have you been?
Cancun.
Oh, that's right.
I've technically been to Canada, but driving through it, doesn't really count.
Where were you going that you drove through Canada?
We got lost.
And you ended up in Canada?
How
How?
do you cross the national border and get?
The fuck does that happen? Especially from where we are.
We don't live right by the border.
That's like a solid 4 hours away.
We were driving up New York State for we were going on a camping trip, and I think Scott made a wrong turn, and we somehow ended up on the Canadian border. So I was in Canada for a total of 5 minutes before we were able to turn around.
Cross the border, you're like, oh, sorry about that.
Oh, I'm so sorry about that.
How was he able to cross a border with multiple children and nobody stopped him to or from Canada?
No, we were stopped. We explained oh my god, we took a wrong turn. Is there any way we could just make a U-turn back into the country? We were trying to get to I forgot exactly where it was, but it was some camping area with a huge lake.
It had to have been up near Lake Placid or some shit like that, because there's no way you cross the border at Niagara Falls and nobody realized.
Yeah, no, it was definitely something like that. I honestly, it was a couple years ago. I don't remember. It wasn't even a couple years ago. It was years and years ago. So I don't entirely remember the story.
I was about to say, you're 22. Define a couple.
Anything more than well, I have a bad memory.
As we can tell.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so-
no, this episode's made it very clear.
Yes.
Yeah. No, but the only other place I visited is Mexico. But I've never been on I've never been to Europe or anything like that.
God, do you enjoy figs?
I'm probably allergic. I like fig bars, but I never had an actual fig.
Hamburgers or hot dog?
Hamburgers?
You call them wasps or yellow jackets? Are they the same thing?
No, they're not.
Ducks or mallards? Aren't they the same thing?
I'm honestly not entirely too sure.
A mallard is a type of duck.
Is it?
I just wanted to see how many random questions I could ask Kyle until he gave me an
You
answer.
can, honestly, this entire podcast from now on could just be that, and I would answer them.
No, I'm okay. Anyway, so Kyle and Brendan actually have a little bit in common. They both used to work in big grocery retailers. So I wanted to know if either of you had some pretty funny stories from customer encounters at each of your places.
Mostly just, I'm a very white Italian looking guy, so people will always look at me. And we have a bit of a racism problem here in the city we live. So people would always look at me and they just instantly assume he's going to agree with everything I got to say. And then they start ranting about whatever. And it's yo, I want to punch you in the nose.
That's so true. That's actually unironically very true. I could back up his observation with a story of mine too. It's crazy.
But 1 second, guys. My dad Dad, what is that?
What the fuck is
Well, everybody, welcome Brendan's dad to the podcast.
Yeah, my dad just came in with a giant wooden pole that doesn't even fit in the room. And I'm yo, what is that? And he's oh, we're throwing a handrail out at work. So we're going to keep it in here.
You know what? That's completely fair.
Okay, anyway. Go ahead, Kyle.
No. So you can go on because a lot of I've talked a lot about a lot of stories. I have another story at the new job I'm working at though, and it's really funny.
Oh boy.
But you can go on.
I'll never forget this one. This customer comes up to me. I'm dealing with him just fine. And then I go to the next customer. And the next customer goes, yo, I think that. And then he just says the hard R straight up, was taking a shine on you. And I'm
Was what?
Okay. Yeah, no, his sentence left several questions in my head. The first one was, did he really just say that to me? The second is, what the hell does taking a shine mean?
What the fuck?
So I'm not even scanning this guy's items. I'm just staring at him. And this guy stares at me. And then he goes, yeah, no, I really think it. And I swear to God, even though I'm getting a line, this guy and I just stared at each other without doing anything for 5 minutes. And he's saying more and more.
Wow.
He's not rolling any of it back. And then he finally goes, yeah, I can tell. You and I have a similar way of thinking. And then I immediately pick the stuff up and I just get this guy the fuck away from me. And him saying, "I think you and I have a similar way of thinking," snapped me out of it. I was like, "Yo, I gotta beat this guy's ass after work." I unfortunately was not able to find him, but
Ah,
Damn. No, I had a similar situation. Well, alright, so I'll talk about my experience at Target first. That literally coincides directly with with your story. So, for those of you who don't know or somehow haven't seen me yet, I am also a very stereotypical white-looking, like Northern European person, and I'm fat. So I do have a stereotype
Well
against me of
documented.
being abhorrently racist. So, for people who don't know, at Target, I don't know if all Targets do this. I'm pretty sure they don't. But the Targets, at least here, they lock up they lock up certain items. And the ones I'm talking about are like the men's apparel, so like men's underwear, men's socks, and t-shirts. This isn't typically my job, but I had to help somebody open up the gates, like the glass containers. They don't have them anymore. I don't know why they got rid of them. Of course, only after I leave. I had to help this guy open it, and he was like, "Oh man, why do they?"
oh, I know exactly where this is going.
I know the guy too. He went to my high school and he goes to my college and I see him around school all the time. So I open it up for him and he's like, "Oh man, if it wasn't for all these N words, like hard R N words, we wouldn't have to block the underwear." And I just looked at him. I was like, "Oh my God, what?" And he was like, "Oh, what? Is it you don't agree with it?" I'm like, I'm just gonna go over there." Dude, it was crazy. It is crazy how people here just assume that you think a certain way. It's like wild. I think what's crazier is that they feel comfortable saying it in public.
Oh yeah.
Like there were people around us, and I presume because you were getting a line, there are people around you, and they still say things like this. Like it's crazy.
Yeah, no, and then not only that, if you were to say like, "Dude, I don't agree with you," they'll call you like some soft woke liberal or some shit.
Yeah, exactly. No, it is genuinely just insane. Like it's crazy. I don't even know how to describe it to people. It's wild though. The story that I'm now going to talk about was at my new job. I'm not going to say where it is or what it is, but it's still a retail job, right? It's super busy during the Christmas season, whatever. So I was accused of accusing someone of stealing based on the way I walked. And the story goes like this. I was seeing if we had any gift wrapping paper I had to move from the front of the store to the back. So I was walking like, with purpose and everything like that. And there was a lady in the aisle. I know she's there, but I'm not looking at her or anything. I'm looking to see if we have gift wrapping paper. And I guess I'm walking really fast or really purposeful, I guess you could say. And so I come back, I don't even look at her, and she comes up with me, and I'm like, "Oh ma'am, like, do you need help? Like, I'll help you at this register." So I'm helping her and everything. She doesn't talk to me. She's giving me like a stink eye. And I'm like, "Okay, ma'am, like, like how are you today? Like it's gonna be da da da, however much she was getting." And she just goes, "Oh, so you thought I was stealing?" And I'm like, "What? What are you talking about?" And she's like, "Oh, well, you saw me sitting in the aisle for a while and you just thought I was stealing, so you had to come check." And I was like, "No, I was looking for gift wrapping paper. Why would you ever think that?" And no joke, she goes, "Well, the way you were walking, she said, because I'm a very smart woman, the way you were walking clued me in."
you're a smart woman?
She said, because I'm such a smart woman, like she's talking in third person, I
Oh.
guess it would be. So she says about herself, she goes, "Oh, because I'm such a smart woman, the way you were walking clued me into what you were really thinking about me." And I just go, "Ma'am, I didn't even know you were in the aisle. Like you were busy. So I don't know where you got that. Have a good day."
All right, ma'am. I know you don't have a job, but I do.
No, she clearly did have a job though. Like she had scrubs on, which may not seem like much, but like I would assume that she's a nurse or at least someone who
Yeah.
does healthcare. So it's like I was like shocked though. I was like, so the way I moved is now the way my coworker put it. She was like, "I think she thought you were racially profiling her, and you just got racially profiled because of that." And I was like, in some ways, you could argue that. Yeah, that's kind of true, I guess. So that's what happened to me before Christmas. I don't know. I'm apparently so inherently racist, abhorrently racist, that the way I walk is enough of an indicator for people to pick up on it.
I have no idea why it reminds me of this story, but one day I was working the customer service desk. I couldn't remember what issue this one lady was having, but I explained it to her, and like I guess I left one or two details out because I'm assuming that this lady's not
A complete idiot.
entirely stupid. Yeah, I'm assuming she's not entirely stupid. And then when I'm done explaining, she keeps arguing with me, and I was like, oh, well, it is 50% off. You're not accounting for that. And she's like, oh, what? It is? And I'm like, yes, it says that on the sign. So I figured I didn't think I needed to bring it up in my explanation because I figured you would have read it on the sign. And she goes, well, that's your fault for assuming.
That's your fault that she knows how to read. How dare you, Brandon?
Yeah, no. And I literally said, no. I literally looked at her and I said, so you're telling me it's my fault that I assumed you had a basic level of intelligence? And she goes, yep.
That's crazy. At least she admits it.
I was like, I just got this woman to call herself stupid in front of
And
my
y-
manager. My
and mean it,
manager was
too.
in the room.
That's crazy.
Not only did she say I was wrong for assuming it, but when I pointed it out to her, she said, yeah, no, that's exactly what I meant. You cannot make this shit up.
No, people really are that stupid, though. That's the worst part.
That was the moment that I finally realized no matter how dumb you may think a thing is, do not hold it above a customer's head.
Yeah,
They will
no.
do it.
They'll do worse.
Yeah, no. Like, if you ever think, oh, nobody would be stupid enough to at least do that, yeah, they will.
Yeah, it's crazy. People really have they're just all stupid. There are a lot of stupid people here.
Oh, yeah. No, it's just dealing with the public. I have a cousin who works in Pennsylvania, at a grocery store, and he once saw someone drinking detergent straight out of the bottle.
What?
So he's just staring this person down, and the person sees him staring them down, pulls the bottle away from their mouth, and goes, "Dude, I promise you, I was gonna buy it after." And he goes, "My guy, I'm not concerned with you buying it."
What the fuck?
And that's
I don't
all
even
I
know
know
how to
about
react.
that story.
I'm gonna let everybody. I'm gonna let everybody else react to that.
JT, have you had any weird like retail jobs? I know that you've worked at like
No, I have not,
Ish.
thank God.
okay.
I have only worked at golf courses and driving ranges. So
So that's why your profile pictures are fucking you golfing.
yes, I'm actually majoring in golf.
Yeah, John's a golfer, or JT's a golfer.
Yeah, John is a
Yeah.
golfer.
I am most certainly not a golfer. I'm terrible.
I'm making him a golfer.
I'm terrible.
JT,
Mm-hmm.
are you the kind of guy that brings a bunch of different girls to Top Golf and says, "Yo, it's my first time coming to Top Golf"?
I've done it 5 times.
Actually,
I was one of those times.
Maybe.
That's
I've
actually a
definitely-
lie.
I've-
GT's never taken me to Top Golf, and I'm very mad at him for it.
No, I am taking him to Top Golf. But I've done that 4 times technically, yes.
why wasn't I one of them?
Well,
Because not everything's about you, Kyle.
the
Yes,
next
it
time
is.
I bring a guy, I'll bring you.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah, I mean, my only job I've ever had, I worked at my high school for 2 summers as a custodian. Like that was like my only real job, I guess. And I mean, I work in
That and the salty dog.
that too. I forgot. Yeah, I used to work at as a busboy in a bar in Brooklyn.
Oh yeah, I forgot you did that.
I also forgot I did that. So if that says anything.
He's a busy man.
I only did that for probably like 4 shifts.
Really?
I was not there for long, and I didn't really enjoy it too much. Which I mean,
I don't blame you. Being a busboy at a bar in Brooklyn's not glamorous.
no, I mean it wasn't the worst. Like some of the people there were nice. I mean, and there's others that just kind of suck. But yeah, I worked as a busboy. I worked as a custodian at my school. A lot of my jobs include cleaning, which I'm now realizing.
I can't wait for the guy with no econ training to teach high schoolers econ.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing this semester.
I was about to say, how was the? Have you made any part of the lesson plan at all?
No, because I don't know exactly what they want me to teach. So I've been reading about like economics and all that though.
Oh, okay, that's smart.
So you're an economist, right? Why don't you? What are you and all the other economics people talk about when discussing economics?
You're referencing American Dad. I know what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yes. Good on you. You get a gold star for being such a good boy.
Hell yeah, let's go.
Now John's good boy of the week.
Fuck yeah.
Let's go. Good boy, John.
Hell yeah.
You should go work where Kyle works, so you can go harass him every day.
I won't even get paid. I just go and shadow him the entire time.
But John, if you can count, I would recommend you joining my job. It's very low key, and we need people that can count.
You need people that can count.
Yes, I'm serious. I'm not even joking to you. The people that I work with cannot count for shit. To the point where the big boss, like the big owner, is like, he was telling my manager, and I heard this from a rumor from my other coworker. The big boss is like, if people can't start learning how to count right, he's just gonna start firing people because like our store is like the registers and specifically the lotto is always like messed up.
So you need you need people to work the cash registers?
Well, that's pretty much all my job is. It's really just working the register and doing lotto, like for the lottery for people. That's really all it is.
If I ever need a job, I'll hit you up.
I think it'd be fun. And again, we need
Yeah.
people.
I like being unemployed though.
Me too. I wish I was. I haven't been unemployed since 15.
Womp womp.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's what happens when I come from a poor family.
He's 47. He hasn't stopped working for like 32 years.
True.
47. But yeah, we need people to count. So if you want a job, please come.
If anybody wants a job, on Staten Island,
No. Could you imagine someone actually?
Who the fuck is coming here looking for jobs?
Hey everyone, it's your boy JT, and we're going to take a quick break to talk a little bit about something that fuels this show and keeps us sharp through those late night recording sessions and intense editing. Dubby Energy. If you're like me, you need that extra kick to stay focused, whether you're gaming, grinding on a project, or just trying to get through the afternoon slump. But you don't want all that sugar, the weird jitters, or that inevitable crash, right? That's where Dubby comes in. This isn't your typical canned sugar rush. Dubby is a clean, focused energy formula that comes in incredible flavors such as Dragonade and Dub Sludge. It's designed to give you that smooth, sustainable energy you need without all the bad stuff. It's got zero sugar, a great blend of vitamins, and no artificial coloring. It's the best way to power up your day and your game. We absolutely love it, and we know you will too. And because you're a listener of this show, Dubby is hooking you up. Use our special code Loaf of Milk at checkout to get 10% off your entire order. That's 10% with our code LOAFOFMILK at Dubby.gg. Give yourself a serious focus upgrade. Try Dubby today. And now, back to the podcast. Ready for flock, let's fly.
All right, I guess we should let's move on to what we were actually going to talk about. We have an announcement. So,
The
JT!
fuck?
Oh my god!
Oh,
there's no
no,
way you're
I'm doing my bad.
What do you mean, my bad? There's no fucking way you just took a piss with all of us in this call.
Alright, I thought I was on mute. You guys didn't hear me say anything, did you?
No,
JT, that might have been the funniest thing that you've done all podcast.
this is
All right.
crazy.
He's flushing a toilet.
Are you like splashing in it? What is wrong with you?
No, I actually I shit myself, and now I have to change my underwear.
Are you serious? Are you actually?
Yeah, I farted, and I thought it was gonna be like a fart, and then it just came out wet.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Honestly,
This is up there with JT's walk of shame from fucking last
I think I'm just so
Oh my God,
nervous.
I forgot about the walk of shame.
You're nervous about the Ravens game?
I'm so nervous.
I'm so nervous. Let me shit myself.
Yo, he's taking Kyle's job.
That's crazy.
Will, I heard that we have a very important announcement to tell our viewers.
We do have an announcement for our podcast. So I think we did mention in our last episode, our White Boy of the Year episode, that we have an in-person project coming soon. And so we're here to announce that today. Over the next, God only knows how long, probably the next year, if I had to guess, we will be visiting every single diner on Staten Island. If you're a listener of the show, you'll know that all of us live on Staten Island, or for the most part, JT lives elsewhere.
Except me.
Yeah. Most of us live on Staten Island. So our plan is to go to each and every diner on Staten Island and rank them based on a few different criteria that Kyle and I put up that we will be putting in another video, just kind of explaining all of our rules and everything. But yeah, we're very excited for this project, this series, I guess you could say. We have about 20 different diners that we can go to. So we're also going to try and just have as many guests as possible in these episodes, whether it be, I don't know, family or friends or whoever just wants to come along on our adventures. Anyone's more than welcome to come with us. So in the videos, you'll see good groups of people going to these places with us.
Yeah, can't wait to eat some food. Can't wait to eat some grub. Can't wait to drink some Coke.
I think we should do White Boy of the Week. What do you guys think?
Who was our first white boy of the week?
It was our first White Boy of
Of
2026.
2026.
Does anybody
That's
have a contender for the first white boy of 2026?
I was gonna say Brendan because he's our first guest of 2026. So
I will also take that.
We could do that. We can make Brendan our first 2-time white boy of the week.
Okay,
Yeah.
time.
first one of the year.
All right, we good?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down. I'm
All
down.
right,
with that.
perfect. So our first white boy of the week of 2026 is once again our good friend here, Brendan, and now he's actually here to hear it in person.
First two-time winner. First two-time winner.
The undisputed
Let's go.
champion so far. You're the goat of this award.
Yeah, nobody's won it twice except for me.
Exactly. You just made history.
What this also means is that you're in contention for white boy of the year for this year as well.
That is also true.
Hell yeah.
Mhm. I mean, this got to put him in the contention of white boy of the century.
White Boy of the
White-
decade.
Oh boy, of the century.
Yeah, 2030 we're doing white boy of the decade.
Honestly, if we
Yeah,
somehow
cool.
last that long, it's not a bad idea. White boy of the decade.
We're gonna last that long, Kyle.
Yeah, we are.
I hope we do. I honestly hope we keep making videos until we die and they just never go anywhere. But there's just like
Oh.
a video vlog of everyone.
Loaf of milk till we die.
Mhm.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Christ. All right, let's end it so JT can go watch his game.
Please.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Sorry, JT.
It's okay.
Thank you, everyone, for listening to another episode of Loaf of Milk Podcast, first one of 2026. Make sure you follow us on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram. Follow JT's Reddit for all his stories.
And buy W
Yes.
using our code.
Yes,
Yep.
use our code Loaf of Milk at w.gg for all your energy drink needs. All right, we'll see you soon.
All right.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Kyle's
Bye.
fat and sweaty.
Bye.